told you guys all these months ago, once I got my hands on the RW Undisputed Championship, I was going to become a champion you guys are proud of. A champion, no matter who you put up against me, I'm going to put him down. And that's exactly what I did just a few weeks ago at Halloween Havoc against a great friend of mine, a former all-time champion, Troy. And we put on a barn burner. Some people say a banger in that ring. But unfortunately for Troy, I proved why I am the undisputed champion for a reason, as I successfully retained my undisputed championship over him. But the real question is, what's next for your undisputed champion, Chris Adams? Because just like Troy, you're going to be looking at the headlights as I'll be raising my undisputed championship in the air. And I'll be watching very closely to see who's willing to step up to the savior.
And to kick things off here tonight, AMIR will be defending his all-time championship against Triple X.
If you're just tuning in, the action is about to start. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the opening bout of the evening. Introducing first, Triple X. Right now, we are seeing Triple X make his way down to the ring because tonight he faces AMIR in AMIR Rush's first ever defense of the all-time championship. Triple X made an impressive debut at Halloween Havoc, but here tonight, he's ready to take gold for himself at the cost of AMIR. He is the all-time champion. Main event, AMIR. The night AMIR won the all-time championship, his best friend, Prince, he came to the ring with the title in hand, and instead of handing it to him, he threw it at him. Maybe Prince knew that AMIR was destined to be in the main event. We would like to remind you all that this is the first defense of 5 that AMIR has to make in order to cash in that all-time championship. It could be a match between A.T. Payne for the Ultimate Heavyweight Championship, or it can be a match against Chris Adams for the undisputed Heavyweight World Championship. And this will be the first time these two lock up. Title action starts now. Triple X dodges that, kicks AMIR Rush on the ground. Amazing corkscrew, and it looks like he's going for that cover. It may be too early. That definitely caught AMIR Rush off guard. It looks like he's now on the attack, locking up near that corner. Pushes him off back to the center of the ring, dodges. Now coming at Triple X with those quick strikes, drops down, hits him in the face. Going top, looking for a cutter that connects. AMIR Rush, what could he be looking for here? And he's showing off those expert wrestling skills, but Triple X quickly escapes. Now going collar and elbow, wrapping his arms around the waist of AMIR Rush, who's looking to get out of this. And he gets out and he puts him straight into a headlock. Triple X now escaping the headlock, bringing AMIR Rush's arm to the back. Trying to wear him down the best he can. And it looks like it may be working. Oh, a nasty elbow straight to the face of Triple X. These two have really been tied up, and it looks like Triple X gets the upper hand. AMIR sends him to the ropes in a spinning clothesline. AMIR sending him some powerful punches. And a nice kick, but he's also going for a moonsault. He misses. Triple X still fighting back, and he's dragging him straight to the corner. Bringing him down with a kick to the knee, and he may be going for a Mexican Destroyer. And now a senton to round it out, and he's going for the cover. And Triple X didn't get all of that, but he's looking to inflict way more damage, sending AMIR Rush to the next corner. And he may be calling for something big. Spinning springboard lariat. He's trying to send AMIR Rush home packing, but now he's the one being taken to the corner. And now a kick. He may be returning the Mexican Destroyer. And returning the favor simply was just not enough for AMIR Rush. He needs to pull out something to put Triple X down if he wants to retain his all-time championship, with a huge knee to the face of Triple X. Oh, Triple X caught him, but a rake to the eyes sends him. It looks like they're struggling here with a big kick to the back of the head. Another springboard moonsault that connects this time with a cover. And AMIR Rush retains.
And remember, the biggest show of Revolution Wrestling's history, Wrestle Apex, is coming to you live this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is the Stone Standard Open Challenge. Please help me in welcoming to the ring the Revolution Wrestling United States Champion, John Stone!
John Stone went through a hellacious 4-man match to win the United States Championship. And tonight, he has issued an open challenge. He wants anybody from the back to step up. It can be a familiar face. It can be a brand new star waiting for their moment. John Stone has vowed to be a fighting champion. And tonight, he has said he's going to represent everybody around the world, not just the United States.
John Stone, look at you. You know, when I first met you in the locker room, you was nice and humble. Even had a shirt that said, "I don't need titles to be relevant." Remember that? Yeah. Look at you now. Barely won the title a couple days ago, and you're out here making open challenges and shit. Well, you know what? Challenge accepted, sucker. I'm about to take that title from you right now. And after that, I'm gonna make you put back on that goddamn "I don't need no title" shirt. Let's do this shit.
And answering the open challenge, he is Pimp Fu! And Pimp Fu has answered the call. The fight is now on. The open challenge has been accepted. To John Stone, this is a familiar face, but this is no familiar ring. This is Revolution Wrestling, and tonight we're going to see two of the best go at it. And the bell has finally rung. The moment we have all been waiting for tonight. The Stone Standard Open Challenge has been accepted by Pimp Fu as both of them lock up in the middle of the ring. A perfect collar and elbow tie-up headed to the corner. The ref is going to have to separate both of these men. Oh, and a cheap shot to John Stone. But John Stone is going to fight it back. He is going to reciprocate. John Stone said not today, rolling him back over in another collar and elbow tie-up. He wants to do it right this time. Now Pimp Fu dragging John Stone back to the mat, giving him a nice headlock. Like we mentioned, these are two of the best to ever do it. And tonight, they're going to do it in a Revolution Wrestling ring. This will get technical. And Stone looking for a running forearm, but Pimp Fu dodges. Looking to drag him to the ropes, but is not going to do him any good if John Stone is still going to fight him back. Putting him to the corner. Big punch to Pimp Fu, and now a huge knee, but he misses the knee. Rolling him. Big super kick to the face of John Stone. Picture perfect moonsault into a pinfall. Pimp Fu is going to have to strike hard and fast if he wants to put away John Stone in a timely manner tonight. Definitely striking him down, trying to keep John Stone on the ground. With those stomps to the spine of John Stone. Nice kick to the face. Looks like he's going to inflict more damage on the arms of John Stone. Oh, and those moves really had to do a number on John Stone's spine. Over the moonsault, but John Stone wisely runs out of the ring. And Pinfall's gonna find him on the outside with a big elbow. Picking him up. Oh! Pinfall lands on the back of his spine. Gonna kick John Stone off. This is far from over. If he has to fight him on the outside, he definitely will. But they have to be wary of that 10 count. That 10 count could end this match. And landing on the back of his neck and a big elbow too. John Stone pointing at his wrist. He says, "It's time to put you away." The time may be running out on the outside. He needs to get him back into the ring. Looks like he's gonna give him some breathing room here. And Pinfall makes it back. Dodges a kick. Stone with a punch to the gut. And a kick to the gut. And he's gonna pick him up and put him back down for a cover. That wasn't enough to put down Pinfall. Stone with the elbow to the heart. And going for the best moonsault ever, which Pinfall gets back up. Good, perfectly executed suplex to John Stone, but he's back to his feet. He's looking to give him a big jumping clothesline to put him back down to the mat. Now he misses another running forearm. Huge shot to the spine of John Stone, and now they're fighting back. They're going blow for blow in the middle of the ring. With a huge chop and kicks to John Stone. And a big one to the side of the head. The champ is down, and Pinfall looks to be setting up. Big roundhouse kick. This may be it. Oh, and a near fall. A perfectly executed kick to the side of the head of John Stone. And now he's going for even more kicks to the chest of John Stone. Pinfall has an amazing power to strike. His movements are meticulous. Both back to their feet. A springboard DDT to Pinfall. And now John Stone saying that Pinfall's time is up because Pinfall is going back up and back down. And a 2 count. Pinfall stays alive. And John Stone now calling. Rolling through the ropes for a neck breaker. Now he's setting Pinfall up for something big. And a huge spinning cutter and a cover for the champion. And that was not enough to keep down Pinfall. Now Irish whip sending John Stone to the ropes. A huge leap from Pinfall, but he grabs onto the ropes as he's looking for more strikes. Going back and forth. Some meticulously placed strikes from John Stone himself. This has been an amazing match thus far. Both men, one title in the middle of this ring and another cover. Another near fall. The champion is in this to win it. And Pinfall brings him back down with those kicks. This may be it. He has to get this pinfall. And another near fall. How many of those kicks is it going to take to put down the newly crowned champ? And a roundhouse to John Stone. The champ is out of it. Lord, he has kicked out. John Stone has kicked out. of a roundhouse. Springboard drop kick connecting to Pimp Fu. John Stone is looking to pick him up, deliver some more shots, but it looks like Pimp Fu is going to reverse him and send him back to the ropes. A kick to the stomach and a big punch to the face. The champion is scrambling to the corner and still fighting him back. With another beautiful drop kick. And once again, he is setting up. Down goes Pimp Fu. And a near fall, a 2 count. What more is it going to take out of these two men here tonight to be champions? As Johnstone rolls through and it connects. Pimp Fu is down yet again. And I think this may be the end, but no, Pimp Fu is going to keep fighting. Picking him up, hoisting him up, taking him to the ropes, dropping his neck straight on those ropes. Those kicks have done a lot of damage to John Stone and more. Maybe coming in a pimp slap. The champ survived. These two have put on a hell of a match here tonight. This is what Revolution Wrestling means to these two men. This is a ring where they can fight and express themselves. As he rolls through, but gets super kicked. And now he's mocking him, looking for him to get back up for another kick, but a punch, a reversal. Get through the ropes and a spinning suplex. Calling for something yet again at the ropes. Another roll through with a neck breaker. Thanks for coming, Pimp Fu. Here is your winner, and still the Revolution Wrestling United States Champion.
Oh my God, that is Jack Evans. Jack Evans is here. We don't recall him ever being signed to Revolution Wrestling, but he is bringing the attack to John Stone. We all know what he wants, and that is US Gold. And to kick things off on Final Countdown, the IC title, you heard that right, the Intercontinental Championship will be defended inside of an elimination chamber. And it is now official, Adonis Galliano, Chris Adams, and the Iron Bear, Chris Hudson, will square off in the middle of the ring for the Revolution Wrestling Undisputed Championship. And after a surprise attack on the champion, Jack Evans has solidified himself as the next contender in the Stone Standard Open Challenge. At Final Countdown, he will go up against John Stone in an unsanctioned match. We're kicking things off in this battle royal, where these 6 men will fight to decide who gets to pick their number in the Revolution Rumble. We have strikes, we have kicks, and even suplexes. Oh, and he's making sure that Colt Bolt's arm is not going to be functional here tonight. A huge drop kick from Prince. Looking to take Zorion Blade Jr. to the corner, but he's going to fight it back. It looks like Colt Bolt's been taken to that corner by Eli. And now ZBJ being taken to that corner by Prince, it looks like. Xavier delivering a stunner.
And we are just now being told that the runner-up from this match will face the all-time champion, AMIR Rush, at Final Countdown. This just makes it a whole lot more interesting, as these competitors were not told about this beforehand. And Elijah Jordan looking to take out ZBJ, but no, he fights back. He's going back into the ring. And looks like Big Eli is the one going over the top rope. And Xavier delivering a rolling cutter to Blaze King, but it looks like Elijah Jordan has been eliminated. Blaze King escaping a running knee. Colt Bolt sending him to the ropes. And a 619 from ZBJ. And Colt Bolt with an Alabama slam to Xavier. It looks like Blaze King and ZBJ. ZBJ going over the top rope. Prince being sent over the top rope as well. He comes back into the ring, rolls away from Blaze King. Blaze is going on the attack to Prince. Beautiful double team by ZBJ and Xavier. It looks like they are now fighting it out themselves. Zorion Blade Jr., Blaze King, and Prince are all in the Elimination Chamber at Final Countdown. All three of these men will be inside that ring with Matthew Carter, the Intercontinental Champion. For those three men and the others watching this match, it cannot come any sooner. They have been waiting for that match, for that moment to raise that title up high. And a clothesline to Blaze King. Blaze King has been eliminated by Zorion Blade Jr. Now it looks like Prince is also going over the top rope. And Colt Bolt eliminates Prince. This has been an amazing precursor to the Revolution Rumble. These are the expectations we have here at Revolution Wrestling. And Colt Bolt kicked in the head by Xavier. And it may be it for... Nope. Colt Bolt is fighting back. The smallest man in this match with the biggest heart. Explosive moveset. Electrifying superstar. All 6 men have been impressive tonight, but only 3 stand with one of these guys going on to pick his number in the Revolution Rumble. And the runner-up will face AMIR Rush. Colt Bolt not letting Xavier do what he wants to do to him. Then a Canadian Destroyer. And a picture-perfect Hurricane Rana from ZBJ with a kick. A drop kick from Colt Bolt. And a picture-perfect standing shooting star. And it looks like she's going to go around the world, planting him with a DDT. Xavier in the corner now. And Colt Bolt. Oh no. Oh no, Colt Bolt may be out of it. He caught him with all of that. Xavier trying to capitalize. Throw ZBJ over the top rope. This may be it. No, he's still fighting back. ZBJ is not done. Colt Bolt back to his feet. And it looks like he's trying to strike while they're both distracted, but that's not going to work. He has to buy his time, but now he grabs Xavier, dragging him to the ropes. Fighting back. ZBJ looking on. But it looks like Xavier's time in this match has ran its course, because now he is eliminated. ZBJ telling him to bring it on as they lock up, and now he's being dragged to the ropes. Sending him into the corner. But he's fighting back. Colt Bolt is putting his heart and soul into this match. We are down to the last 2, where the runner-up will face the all-time champion at Final Countdown, as Colt Bolt is now being planted into the mat. This may be it for Colt Bolt. And now he's sent over the top rope, and ZBJ is looking to put this match on lock. ZBJ wants to assure his number in the Revolution Rumble. Now we know who will face AMIR Rush for the all-time title at Final Countdown. But ZBJ, Mr. Zorion Blade Jr., gets to pick his number now in the Revolution Rumble.
And AMIR Rush has his next challenger. At Final Countdown, he will go one-on-one with Colt the Bolt for the all-time championship.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
I guess it's finally time. I guess it's finally time to start a revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment the believers have been waiting for has arrived. The most humble man in professional wrestling has officially stepped foot in the Revolution Wrestling. The CEO of EGO is here. Now let's address the obvious. Fatal 4-way elimination match. Main event of Overdrive. Number 1 contender for the 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Championship, and it's on my debut. But one thing I've had to realize is no matter where I go, it's always gonna be the same song. He hasn't paid his dues. He hasn't sacrificed. He hasn't bled for this company. Why is Cam Hardy getting special treatment? And it's always coming from the ones crying on Twitter, crying on Instagram, and the grown men crying in the locker room. But for once, as the humble man I am, I come to you face to face. From the bottom of my heart to everyone involved, I want to tell you, you're right. I didn't bleed for this company. This company is about to bleed for me. While they were destroying their bodies trying to get noticed, I was becoming unavoidable. At some point, ladies and gentlemen, it just has to be understood. I'm just one of those guys. I have it. The look, the ability, the presence. And when this microphone is in my hand, it's not even a conversation. Maybe if some of you focus more on elevating your craft.
For the first time in history, AT Pain will go one-on-one with Cam Hardy for the 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Championship. These men have shared locker rooms, but they have never shared the ring. And the main event of the night will be a 30-man over-the-top rope Revolution Rumble. The match is open, signed or unsigned. Whoever wants to show up and show out is welcome to come and prove that they belong in the main event of Wrestle Apex.
Sold out pay-per-views together, but somehow, some way, AT, we've never stood across the ring from each other, not once. And I think we both know why.
Up next is John Stone's Stone Standard Open Challenge. Who will answer the call?
By the way, truly, you got rid of Corey Blake. You carried that 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Championship around like it's proof that you're the face of the network. And for a while, that worked. But let me remind you of something. You're not the face of the network. You're the placeholder. I'm the future they've already invested in. Being champion isn't about holding a title. It's about being undeniable. It's about being the thumbnail, the headline, the algorithm. When people tune in, they don't want grit. They want greatness. They want charisma. They want the biggest star in the room, and that's me. And you know it. Overdrive isn't about whether I can win a fatal 4-way. That's already decided. It's not about crowning a contender. It's about ushering in a new era. An era where ATP stops being the standard. It starts being the stepping stone. Because once I become number 1 contender, there's no more ducking me. There's no politics. There's no hiding behind that championship. You will stand across from me, AT, and for the first time in your career, you won't be the biggest presence in the ring. I'm not coming to outwork you. I'm not coming to outlast you. AT, I'm coming to replace you as the face of the network, as the standard, and as the 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion. So enjoy that spotlight while it still belongs to you, man. Because when I take that title, I'm not just elevating it. I'm making it worth more. Welcome to the ERA of EGO.
The following contest is a three-way match. Introducing first, he is the hybrid J1. J1 now making his way down to the ring for our main event of the evening. Like a lot of the other superstars in the locker room, J1 had made an impact at Halloween Havoc. Tonight, he is going to show that 2026 is his year. Tonight, he goes up against a familiar face in Riley Dawn and Cam Hardy, who is making his debut at Revolution Wrestling here tonight. Making his way to the ring, he is the Reaper of Souls, Riley Dawn. Riley Dawn is cementing himself as the top star here tonight. He will battle two people who have sworn that their next opponent is T-Pain. And he's not gonna take that for an answer. He wants that match at Final Countdown. All three men want to claim their spot at the top, but they must go through T-Pain to do it. And their opponent, he is the future Cam Hardy. This man's name is known around the world. He is the CEO of EGO. He is, and forever will be, the future. He is Cam Hardy. He is a former world champion. He is specifically a former BGE World Heavyweight Champion. And he is looking to add one more to the list by toppling our 2K Pro Ultimate Heavyweight Champion, T-Pain. And this is our main event of the evening. Thank you for tuning in as we're already into a roll-up and a breakup of the pin. Now he meets J1 in the middle. Nice reversal by J1, who has not thrown Cam Hardy into the corner. A nice reversal and a power bomb by Riley Dawn to set the tone. And J1 bringing Cam Hardy down to the mat, trying to do some crowd control in the big knee by Riley Dawn. A kick to the spine to Dawn. And he gets back up. Both men get back up with a big kick to J1 and a splash by Riley Dawn. Now receiving some stomps while Riley Dawn watches sadistically, watching one of his opponents be battered. But now Cam Hardy redirects his attention. And now a matching power bomb to Cam Hardy. J1 back in the ring, looking to run around with a big punch, a Superman punch. Sling blade into a drop kick. Dropping him with a big scissor kick. Those quick strikes by Cam Hardy, but it looks like Riley Dawn wants a piece of the action. Turns him around. Look at Riley Dawn just watching this sadistically. Both of these men are familiar with each other. And tonight, they aren't getting to know one another, but they are rekindling a rivalry. With a big roll through, like Cam Hardy has picked out a toy from under the ring. He has to break up that pin or else this match is going to go to waste. And J1 kind of catches him with the cutter there. Cam Hardy was smart about it. He rolled out of the ring. But now it's his turn to watch on as both of his opponents go at it. Nice reversal by Cam Hardy, but it looks like they're both directing their attention to J1. The hybrid fighting to keep this match alive as Riley Dawn takes him to the ropes. But he's getting dropped by that kendo stick, and a nice swing of the kendo stick to the hybrid's head. Irish whip to the ropes, and it looks like J1 is going to roll him up. He's going to take advantage. Riley Dawn was there to break it up, however. Now he's going to grab some more hardware from the bottom of the ring. Well, Cam Hardy has J1 up for a razor's edge. Riley Dawn once again breaking up that pin. Cam Hardy, no, oh, he dodges. And now he's dragging him to the ropes, but he's gonna fight out of it. J1 picking up one of those kendo sticks. And a swing to the back of Cam Hardy. Maybe going for something there, but he dodged out of the way. He's bringing him down to the mat. And a cover, but Riley Dawn still is in the way. He is at the right place in the right time to break up these pins. Down goes Dawn, and he caught him. He caught Cam Hardy. Cam Hardy down as well. And he's calling for something, but both men are getting back to their feet. All three in the center of the ring fighting it out. Down goes Dawn once again, and he's going up. Cam Hardy is going up for a power bomb. And J1 pulls out a chair, hits Cam Hardy once again. And here we go with Riley Dawn, one of the best strikers in Revolution Wrestling. Remember, these are triple threat rules. Anything goes, no disqualification. It was very unwise of J1 to leave that chair outside. Cam Hardy has picked it up. Running into J1. Oh, and he caught him. He caught him with another razor's edge. A cover to Riley Dawn, but J1 has to get back to his senses and break it up. Cam going over the top rope, now turning his attention to Riley Dawn. And Cam from across the ring. A crazy drop kick from across the ring, and Riley Dawn, he's looking to plant something from the outside. He goes in trying to grab Cam Hardy. Now J1 with a hybrid knee.
And now it's Riley Dawn's turn to go back down to the mat. Missing with the leg drop. Cam Hardy going back on the attack to Mr. Dawn here tonight. Oh, and he's busted open. Cam Hardy has busted open. And now he's going for the cover, but it is broken up by J1. And a running clothesline brings down the hybrid. Misses with the knee yet again. And he caught him that time. He caught him that time. Now J1 is the one going to the ropes. Horrible face plant for the hybrid, as Cam Hardy is the only one standing here tonight. It looks like the hybrid is going out for those steel steps, but he gets caught by Cam Hardy, who delivers a snap suplex. Riley Dawn on the outside doing what the kids today call aura farming, while the hybrid J1 and the future Cam Hardy battle it out. It looks like Riley Dawn is as calm as collected as they come. A big ending to the hybrid, but he meets back up with Riley Dawn, who was on the other side of the ring. And now I think he's picking him back up for yet another razor's edge straight on the concrete. The hybrid looking on, and oh no, he's dropping him again on the concrete. Riley Dawn has just experienced 2 falls on top of the concrete near the stage, but Cam Hardy rolls in, pile driver, and a cover. And a 1. That was not enough damage to Cam Hardy. And look at Riley Dawn, as sadistic as they come, now rolling back in to join the fight. Oh, and he catches the hybrid. He got him, but Cam Hardy is standing right next to him with a kendo stick. Riley Dawn now going back to get the most of his pin, but it's still broken up by Cam Hardy. Riley Dawn is about to be put down by both of these men. And the hybrid crashing down to the mat. Cam Hardy looking to go on the attack to Riley Dawn, who hits him with a big knee. He's going to drag him to the middle of the ring, but he needs to turn around quick. And the hybrid, I don't think he's decided yet who's going to go after. Cam Hardy is on the other side of the ring on the ground, but Riley Dawn is right next to him. What is he thinking? Riley Dawn is back into... Oh, no! Oh, he dropped him, but Cam Hardy stands back up at the right time. Cam Hardy with the kendo stick, a running knee. Both men are down. Oh, and Cam Hardy kicks out at 2. This has been a chaotic match, and the hybrid from across the ring with a frog splash. Riley Dawn going for a kick. Oh, and he got it. He got the black mass. Riley Dawn and the hybrid J1 are down. And Hardy grabbing that chair yet again. He's gonna meet the hybrid in the middle of the ring, and now he picks him up, puts him in the corner, and drops him back to the kendo stick, hitting Cam Hardy straight in the face. And now a frog splash from the ropes, turning his attention to Cam Hardy, dropping him on that top rope. Turning him around, looking him right in the eyes, and straight to the face of Cam Hardy. And a kendo stick to the head of Riley Dawn. And a running senton to Cam Hardy as Riley Dawn rolls out of the ring. Now hitting him with the leg drop. And he's looking to pick up the chair for a chair shot. The hybrid going for the cover now. A near fall as Cam Hardy stays alive in the main event here tonight. For one of these men at Final Countdown, AT Pain awaits with the 2K Pro
title, and a pile driver to Riley Dawn. Cam Hardy going on the attack of the hybrid. Picks him up, drops him down. Both men are down. Cam Hardy needs to reciprocate. And he's going for the cover here. This may be it. And Cam Hardy is going to Final Countdown. Here is your winner, the future Cam Hardy. What a main event we just had here tonight. Cam Hardy has punched his ticket. The final count. A.T. Payne has made his way to the ring. This will be a match for the history book. Both of these men have never faced each other one-on-one until now.